It's,
Meetings now on
mhm,
live. Okay.
mhm.
So you say now everybody is a host here in Talk and Talk, and this is amazing because I like the way we are growing as a community. But for people who doesn't know you on YouTube, please could you talk a little bit about yourself, please?
Okay. Okay, everybody. I'm Rosalia. I'm 56 years old. I'm living in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I'm married. I have two children. And my daughter is psychology. She's 30 years old, and my son is work as IT. He is 27. I don't have kids anymore, but I'm hope I have a grandkid. It's not easy. They don't want to have for a while. And I think yes, I have been studying English for I think 4 or 5 years already. When I started, it was only to learn to go to travel, something like this. Then it's turned more active, addictive. Then I'm studying another languages too. I love learning more languages. This year I was thinking about start to learn French, but I put in my mind it's not my priority. Then okay, I will stay with the English, Spanish, Italian on this. It's okay for me.
Yeah, actually, it's a lot of language to learn. But when I was a kid, I tried to learn French, but I only do 1 or 2 weeks of classes, and then I quit. But I remember Je m'appelle Carlos, so Carlos,
Salia.
yeah, and I don't remember nothing more than that. Okay. So, guys, my name is Carlos. I'm 33 years old. I work as a software engineer to a company abroad from Brazil. And I'm a host here in Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk helped me a lot to gain confidence speaking in another language. And before we start right here on YouTube, me and Rosalia was talking about that, about learning other language. So if you are interested and you want to improve your speaking skills in other language, Talk and Talk can help you. So we are here to talk about feelings and emotions. Uh, and before we start, I had to say I don't know expression to that in English, but I'm a manteiga derretida. My father used this expression, and my mother, and maybe I can start to cry. I don't want to do that, but sometimes this can happen if I'm seeing a movie or commercial on the TV. I'm start to cry. So I don't do that. I don't want to do that. But please don't get um, how can I say? Don't get surprised if this happen. All right. So let's start with the first question, and I think I already talked a little bit about that, but I want to listen from you, Rosalia. Do you think you are a sensitive person? What you more or are you more or less emotional?
Uh, when you are talking about your emotion, it's not easy because all the time you say, "Oh my gosh, I'm a natural person," but it's not. I think me too. I'm sensitive too because when in the movie or something like this, I feel so. Depend of the day, depend of the time of the month too, because you are. I am a woman. Then it's you are white most part of the time of hormonal. I need to put the blend of the hormonal because it's not my my fault. Then, but you were talking about to watch some video, some movie, and start to cry. My husband always say he never cries, but when we watch some news about, especially about family, about the parents abandoned, he started to cry. I think, what are you doing? But no, no, not at all. He started to cry, some movie too, but always he say that I'm strong, I'm never cry. But it's not,
Uh,
it's not true. It's like, and I think I am emotional too because I don't know, but I think a little bit. I think my thought on the four, but I'm so emotional. Yeah,
all right. Yeah. And when you look back, I don't know, the last 5 years in your life, did you feel this change a little bit? You are more
yeah.
now you are more emotional than you were on the past or not? What do you think?
I think it didn't change a lot because I'm 56. Then I was 51 more in this time. Then I was learning a lot too in this time because it's not didn't change so much because I think I'm same that I was okay. I need to I had learned more than I had learned in this time, and now I think I'm more strong than I was in the past because especially now that I'm participating in this group and all the time here. I'm participating for 2 years. Then I'm learning a lot to stay together, everybody, to listen all the ideas all the time, the things you are learning, then I think now I'm more strong than I was in the past, but not so emotional.
Yeah.
But
As I
I
say,
can support.
oh, all right. I look back to my past, and I think nowadays I'm more emotional than I was because now I had two daughters,
Yeah,
so they are young, and sometimes I get myself thinking about their lives,
yeah,
and this make me more concerned about their future and how it will be when I get older and they are adult, So you talk about that a little bit about that about your husband, and sometimes I get myself thinking about this, and I'm feeling I think I'm more emotional now nowadays because of that, because I don't know, we love so much our kids. I can't
I don't know.
express
Yeah,
that to I try to express this to my daughters, but sometimes it's like they doesn't understand,
yeah,
so it's been hard for me the last 5 years because of that, because I love too much my daughters, my wife, and I can't even thinking in a future without them,
yeah,
so this make me more emotional.
yeah. Now, your daughter is so young,
One of
the
them
kids.
has 8 years old, and the other one make 3 years old on
Oh my gosh.
Monday.
Yo, so cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
As I said, I don't have kids anymore.
No, but you had kids,
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I have it. They are adults today. It's different than a little kid
yeah, exactly.
because
But
now they are living our life. It's different.
they had their own life, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh my.
our heart, I think
It's,
maybe our heart is still the same or not.
mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
And And for you, Rosalia, do you think it easy to explain your feelings to someone else when you need to talk about your
Yeah.
feelings? I don't know, for your kids
Yeah. It's
or
not
your
easy.
husband.
It's not easy. I don't know why, but it's difficult to talking about your own feeling. Okay, you can say I'm nervous today. Now I'm nervous. Keep uh, keep along or sometimes
Keep away
far
from
from me.
me.
Keep away from me because I'm a little bit nervous, something like this. But it's not explain your feeling why you are nervous, why you are what are going. But it's not easy to talking about it. For me, it's not easy. Yeah,
Yeah, I think for everyone,
yeah,
people usually don't like to talk about themselves, and I as I say, I'm emotional guy, but it's hard to talk about tough stuff in my
yeah.
life. I had bad moments in the past, and I was a police officer and I got
Hmm.
depression, and this teach me a lot about my feelings and how important it is to talk about that,
Yeah,
especially the bad ones, the bad thoughts you have in your mind. So I got psychologist. Yeah, I got a psychologist who helped me to talk about myself and my problems, especially to men's. Usually men's don't talk a lot about their feelings, especially the bad ones, and we keep all the pressure, all the pressure inside of us, and keep that to us. So this was really helpful to me. It was a hard time, but helped me to understand how important is to share my feelings.
yeah,
All right.
because when you are talking about your feeling, especially I'm so depressed, I'm feel so you all the time you put the blame in someone. I'm depression because of this. I'm depression because him, because her, because I think it's difficult to put the blame. Sometimes it's not the fault of the other, only your fault. You need to understand. But because I think that is difficult to talking about the feelings,
Yeah,
all the feelings.
exactly. You say something really important. It's hard to us to realize it's not fault from anyone. For
Yeah,
example,
it's my
in my
fault.
yeah, in the example I gave about my depression, it was it wasn't a trouble who anyone make to me or
Yeah,
to myself, and it was hard to realize that I create everything in my mind,
yeah,
and admit that I was creating problems to myself was really hard. But when I realized how important it is to talk with other person about your feelings, this change the way I'm living. So nowadays, I think it was on 2016. Yeah, 2016, I got depression, and it's 8 years, I think, from now. And nowadays, if I had a bad feeling or a bad pensamento ruim,
mm-hmm,
I always look someone to talk and express
mm-hmm,
what I'm feeling,
mm-hmm,
and because I don't want to go deeper how I was in the past. So
mm-hmm.
it was important to me to learn to talk about my feelings.
Yeah,
And what do you think about you talk a little bit about that related to your hormones? Yeah,
hormones.
hormones. Yeah, but you think women are more emotional than men, or is that a stereotype?
If you are thinking about the stereotype similar to be similar or not, I think more stereotype because the men trying to hide your feeling more than women. it's because talk they are less emotional, but I think it's not because, as you said, you are so more emotional now than the past because your children are so little children, the little kids. Then for women, for men, it's the same because I think the feeling about the parents is don't have a difference in this. Okay, sometimes the children are more with the mother than the father because I don't know if they are have this agree between them, but I think now, okay, the women have more problem about the health about the hormonal because most part of the time you are guided by hormonal. Uh, but the both is same. It's
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's a little bit about stereotype, you know, when you look to movies or our own culture. And when you look back to the past, I think it's related to that, you know, about our background. Men in the past, men don't cry and
yeah.
those things. But I remember my grandmother, or something like that. They came from Ukraine. I don't remember exactly Ukraine or Poland or something
Quinine.
like that.
Mhm.
Um, she was a tough girl, no? She doesn't express the emotion at all, and more than my grandfather, you know, she was tough, you know. The I never get a hug from her and something like this. Uh, some word saying "I love you" or something like that. So I think it's more cultural, you know.
Mhm.
Some families or some places give more important, give more more sorry, give more importance to hide emotions there than other cultures, you know.
Mhm.
So we are Latin America, so we like to spread our love. So I think it's cultural and a little bit about stereotype.
Yeah, I agree with you. You are more emotional than the past because I never remember my parents says I love you because you have eight children. Then I don't know if they didn't have time or not because I don't remember to say this word, but they demonstrated in another way because I remember my father always said for my daughter my sister and I, you are my little girl. It's okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
The
So you had seven brothers?
yeah,
Yeah.
seven
Yeah.
brother. I have
Oh,
six brother and one sister.
all right. Yeah. It could be
The
a
big
little bit
family.
hard for your father and your
Yeah,
mother say I love you to each kid, you know, because
yeah.
when I go to talk that to my daughters, I don't want they get jealous from each other. So I say I love you, I love
I
you,
love you.
you are
Yeah,
my
all the
girl, you
time.
are my girl. You know, I say to both. So if I had more than two daughters or two kids,
Uh-huh.
would be
Man,
more harder to express that, you know. I always
yeah,
had to use a common phrase like I love you all you guys, you know, something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I remember you are living a farm. Then when my father go to the city, the downtown, it's not a downtown, but a little city, then always she gets some gift for everyone, but it's the same gift for everybody. Don't don't matter the age, nothing. It's equal for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I do the same right here.
Uh-huh.
One, I had a daughter who is more older than the young
Yeah.
girl. So, but I always bought the same thing to each girls because I don't want fight, you know.
Yeah. I think in the past they don't have time to say all the time I love you, or something like
Yeah.
this because they need more time to separate the fight between the brother because imagine it.
Yeah. Since you had six brothers, I
Yeah,
think this could be a little bit hard sometimes. I had two brothers, and and my house when I was a kid was really crazy. Sometimes we start to fight without reason. So, it was only three of us, and in our house it was six, so it was double that.
yeah.
When I was
Eh,
young.
you are terrible because I remember the that you are formed some gang between
Yeah.
because my
Mm.
vo- my sister and I always the time is together. You are 5 years the difference age between my sister and I, but I have one of the brother. They he all the time protect her, protect us. Then in three, you form in three all the time fight with other, then protect them.
Exactly, exactly. So your sister is 5 years different from me.
Yeah,
So
younger than me, younger.
all right, yeah. I had one brother is 1 year older than me, and the other one is 4 years younger than me.
Yeah,
So sometimes it was really crazy my
yeah.
house when I was a kid.
I am a four in the type of. I have three, uh, m-
Older
three
than you?
older than me. It is more four,
Oh,
eight,
so you are in the
younger than
middle.
me. I'm in the middle of
And
the team.
how older is sorry,
My first,
uh the how old are your first brother and your last brother? Something
my old brother, six, oh my gosh, 61,
61.
61, and the last brother is 4, 6.
Okay, so your old brother is almost the age of my father. And your young brother isn't so old, It's
Yeah.
only 10 years
Hmm.
older than me. It's
Hmm.
still young. So, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
my younger brother is exactly 10 years older than me.
okay.
10 years. And the
So,
first is 6 years.
so congratulations to your father and to your mother because they are very active
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
past.
don't have a TV in the past. I have no
Exactly.
TV.
All right. So let's move on, Rosalia. Which emotion do you most enjoy feeling? I think this is really easy.
Happiness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Peop-
happiness is, oh, sorry. I think you are asking.
No, no. Yeah, I was asking to you.
Okay. I think it's happiness, more enjoy the time, is something like this. I think it's all everybody wanted to have this emotional. Then I think I trying to enjoy more the time. Now I have more time, like, as I said, because now uh, I work as my own job. Then I have more time to do all the things that I want to do. Then now I'm trying only to put my efforts to bring enjoy to our life. Then enjoy together, my family, my husband.
Exactly. I think the life is so short.
Yeah.
So people are always looking to be happy, and the,
Mm.
this is what I'm looking to me and to my family as a father, be happy with me, with my family. This is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was younger, like 13, 14, 15 years old, when I was a teenager, I like not me, but my friends had how can I say that? They like dark feelings, you know. They use always black and listen in that time, which was popular, emo
Ah,
music. Do
I
you know?
remember that. Yeah.
I don't know if you live that or your children
No, my
live
children.
something.
Yes.
Yeah, they was
My
they
daughter
was.
start to to talking about, oh, Memo. No, you are not. You are happy. Don't have this feeling here in my house.
I don't want listen that in my house.
Yeah. Yeah. And
But
she start
she
to, no, she start to laugh. Then nowadays, all the time when she remember this time, she laugh. Everybody laugh because one day I said for mom, I'm a emo. No, you are not. You are not all the time. You are not sad. You are happy. So,
put a smile on your face and I don't want to listen this
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, yeah, because she said I didn't know what I am thinking about. Only I had listened someone are emo, then I think I'm emo too.
Exactly.
No, yeah, not.
So I always was a happy guy, you know. I always like to talk and smiling. So when my friends got this vibe, it was really strange to me, you know.
Yeah,
I never like to
put the
use.
hair in front of eyes.
Yeah, no, no, this is
Oh,
not
guy.
for me. This is not for me. But I remember that time, and now it's a joke I make to them. You
Yeah.
know, you can say you were emo, but I can't say that because I always was happy. You know. But I remember this phase here in Brazil. So your daughter tried to be emo, and you
For
doesn't
a
agree.
while, only for a while.
All right, all right. But I some musics I really will enjoy, you know, the latter because I always like to consume English content, and some friends share some bands and some musics in the emo bands, and some music was good, but I never like to stay in the dark in my house using black or those things, and it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. When you are feeling down or upset, what do you do to improve your day? When you are sad, what do you do to improve your day?
Oh my gosh, when I'm sad, when I wake up, then think, oh my gosh, today is not my day because now I don't know because I'm in transition to menopause. Then you can choose to stay okay or not. Depend of the day is terrible, but I said I need to make some one of I don't know, one immersion to talking about this, to talking about this time of women, because it's not easy. But depend of the day, I told or I say for my husband, keep away because today is not my day. I need to stay alone because I am so sad. Today I'm nervous. I'm so exposing this day. Then I need to stay more quiet. Then I prefer to stay in sofa to watch some videos, some series, and maybe in the end of the day to go walk a little bit with my husband and my dog. And yeah, because depend of the day, you can do anything. You need to stay quiet.
Yeah. Uh, I had to. I can't forget, but I want to talk a little bit before I give my answer about menopause. But
Hmm.
thinking about that, when I get upset, I usually in the end of day, if I had a difficult day in my job, I like to stay with my wife and my daughters. You know, sometimes I ask to my daughters, "Come here. I will."
Yeah.
vou deitar no chão and
Sitting
can
down.
and uh, jump in me, you know. I like my young daughter jump in my belly and make playing with
Uh-huh.
airplane, aviãozinho,
Uh-huh.
with my daughter, and this get me more energized
Yeah.
again. But
Mhm.
sometimes this isn't enough, so I like to stay with my wife and talk with her. This helped me a lot when I get sad. But you are saying about menopause, all right? And this year it was I had a funny conversation with my wife because this year she will be 36-year old, and then she realized, oh my gosh, now I'm more close to 40 than to 30, you know. So she started to complain about that. Oh, I'm getting older and now I'm not more 30s, I'm going to 40s, and she started to get upset with that, and she started to think
It's
about
so
that,
young. Yeah,
about
she's
menopause and those things.
yeah.
And
No,
I'm
don't think about
younger
it.
I'm younger than her, and she started to complain about that, you know. Oh no, I had this huga or
Uh,
something like that. Oh, I'm getting too older. I'm too old
uh,
right now.
yeah.
But she started to realize that, and I say to her, no, you are beautiful, you are young too, you know, because I
Yeah.
don't know, I remember when I was younger, like 8 or 9 years old, and when my father made third 5 years old, I remember his anniversary, and I look to my father and I think, no, my father is too old, you know.
Yeah.
He he is 35 years old, and now
Yeah.
I had 33 and I would do 34. And I look to
Yeah.
myself, oh, I'm
Oh,
young,
I'm so
you
young.
know.
So young.
I'm
Yeah.
so young.
Me too. Because when you I compare with some some friend the same age when they go to our city, then always you are comparing our friends and say, "Oh, you are so young." We and my husband so young that don't worry
Exactly.
about it. Yeah.
Exactly. I look to myself and I think I'm still young.
Yeah.
And I was talking about that to some friends, you know, from my church, and we are talking about how young I'm feeling. And I say that I will express this in Portuguese because I can't translate. I say to my friend, apesar de eu ter 33 anos, eu tenho certeza que eu coloco no chinelo qualquer piada desses de 18.
Yeah, exatamente. Sim,
Because I
exactly.
usually I work with teenagers in my church, and nowadays I don't know if it was the same when I was a teenager, but I look to them and they doesn't have interesting to grow up or learn something, you know. They oh, it's hard to explain. They doesn't know how to use a computer. They go to university and
Yeah,
they give a homework in WhatsApp. They send the homework in WhatsApp because they doesn't know how to use Word. Do you know
yeah.
Microsoft Word?
Hmm. Yeah,
They doesn't know how to do that, and they doesn't want to learn. So I say that to my friend. If I start to work right now, I put everyone in the pocket.
yeah. I
'Cause-
think because some years ago, the first thing that you buy it's a computer. Then now
yeah.
it's cell phone. Then they don't have a computer in the house. Don't have only have the cell phone. Then I think because of that they don't learn
Exactly.
how to use it.
I don't know how this will be in the future, but for us right now, and especially in my field, computer is still being important, you know? It's
Yeah,
important
that's true.
how to
Everybody have
use
one.
Exactly, exactly. But my daughter, the older one, doesn't look to computer as a important thing. You know, she
Yeah,
doesn't look to that. I don't know. I start to talk about that, but uh,
it's okay.
but let's move on. Rosalia, maybe you want to choose some question to move on. Can be the number six, number seven, but
Mm,
you can choose one, please.
number six, I think is so good too. You can follow this. Can people tell how you are feeling just by looking at your face? Are you good to at hiding your emotions? I think it depends of the day, yes, because I can hide my emotion, but depend of the feeling, depend of the day, because everybody can hide their emotion only to see your face. I will discover your emotion. It's difficult because you can have a problem, then you go to work, you don't leave your get your problem at your work. You need to hide something. Then it's difficult to only to see your face and discover all your problem. It's okay to look in to see you are not good, but not hide. But hide, it's. I think everybody able to hide the feelings.
Yeah, sorry, but I can't agree with you because I it's too hard for me to hide my emotions. You know, nowadays, of course,
For
I'm
your family, okay,
yeah,
everybody can,
yeah.
but at the
No, no,
street,
no. No,
no.
it's hard for me to hide my emotions in general. Of course, I'm getting older and I get more experience to do that. But my wife always say that I can see in your face you are not like you didn't like this or that, you know.
Yeah,
And when I was younger was more hard to me because if I doesn't like something, I say in your face, I don't like you. I don't want to be here. I'm leaving. You know, I'm leaving right now because I doesn't like you. So my wife teach me a little bit about that, but as you say, it's easy for my wife to realize if I'm enjoying something, if I'm not enjoying, because she know how to read my face. It's hard for me to hide in
yeah.
my feelings and my emotions.
Yeah,
How
yeah. How you
uh,
are talking about this, I think yes, because I can see my husband too. If he like or not, it's the first thing I can see in your face. I think me too, because always he said, you doesn't like that. You don't want to stay here. Then no, it's okay. No, I'm really I'm watching your face, but but yeah,
how
I think
much
it's normal.
time are you married with your
I
husband?
will complete 33 years already.
33, it's my
Yeah.
age. So you married at 90, sorry, 1990, 90, yeah.
Yeah, I complete
How
33 years already. Yeah.
so 91 maybe.
91. Yes.
Okay.
I
And
I I have married
how was the day and
eight
the month?
um 18 my 18.
My 18. All right. So
My
yeah, it's
18.
getting
Yes.
close.
Yeah.
It's close. All right. Oh, this is
Yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I
Me
said
and
my daughter was 30.
yeah, 30. Yeah.
You complete
Uh,
31 in the next month. Yeah.
So me and my wife, we are together. Let me check. 12 years
Let me
since
check.
we
Oh my.
12 12 anos
Yeah, to
since
pay
we
attention.
met each other.
Yeah.
But we are married. Let me check. Let me check. Oh my gosh, I forgot the how much. Yeah, I think it's 11 years of marriage because we stay
Yeah.
together 1 year and then we get married. So
Oh.
yeah, it's that. Oh, I
Oh,
can't
I met my
forget that.
husband. I was 18. I was 18 when we are meet.
And then how much time to get
Six.
married with him?
I get I, I get married 33, but I met 2 years. First,
Sorry,
you are
you
dating
say
3 years,
you. Sorry.
then 38 years. 38 you are met.
Ah, 38. So you stay with him 5 years before you get married.
No, 3 years.
3 years. Sorry, I
Only
didn't.
no, in this time is no, it's not living together. In this time, you need to stay only to date, not to live
Exactly.
together. Yeah.
So when I met my wife, the first day I say to her, if you don't want to marry, it's better to
To go away.
don't spend time with me, because I'm
Ah,
looking a girl to marry. And she say, oh, that's amazing, because I'm looking someone to marry with me. So
yeah.
this was the start of our conversation,
Oh,
because I doesn't want to. I was 20, eu tinha 20 anos, and
uh-huh.
I doesn't want to spend my time with a girl who
Yeah,
maybe get in love 5 years, 7 years,
yeah,
and then go
uh,
to think if I want to marry. No, I
yeah.
know I want to marry. I know I want to a family, and I know I want kids. So if you are not looking for this, it's better to the I don't want to hurt your feelings, and I don't want you hurt my feelings. So I had this
Mhm.
conversation with her, and it
Oh,
was really
it's
good.
a good way to start. Yeah, you
Yeah,
put
and
your cards of the in the table.
exactly,
Yeah.
because I don't remember how much time, but some months before I know her, I start to like a girl, and she play with my feelings, and it was hard for me to admit that. So when I met my wife, I say that to her. I don't want you playing with my feelings. So if you doesn't want to marry with someone, of course she doesn't know me, so I couldn't ask to her if you doesn't want to marry me. But I say to her, if marry is not important to you, so let's move on and be friends or something like that. So it was
Mm-hmm.
really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you already answered the question number 7. Have you ever been in love, and
Yeah.
or what does being in love feel like? Do you think you are uh, be in love by your husband right now, or
Since
it's
today,
different from you met him?
yeah, in the past you have all these feelings so different than today. Today you are our love is more matured because you can talking about everything, you can expose your emotion, your feeling, you can today you need to stay together all the time. But in the past, when you meet someone, you have another feelings. It's so strong done after after a long time. But since today, you can stay far. You need to stay together. Then
Exactly.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when met my wife, and I know the feeling now is different, but not in a better way, in a good
Yeah.
way, because
Yeah.
in that time I was in love by her, but right now I feel the same, but it's a different kind of love.
Hmm.
And I use this phrase when we made 10 years of marriage. I make a video to her, like a Netflix trailer, and I was spoken in English and saying to her how was good be 10 years with her. So right now, I think I'm more in love by my wife than when I met
Hmm.
her, or in the first years, because we are sharing a life together, and the next years I will be more time with her than when I was single, you know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
My life, it will be this way. So this week, for example, she get a little bit uh, sick. She got some problems on the no rim, pedra no rim, and those kind of
mm-hmm.
stuff. And I was talking to her, you need to take care of yourself. You are not 20 anymore. I don't say with these words, but I say to her, you are getting older and you had to look to yourself and your health because I don't know how could be my life without you. So,
Yeah.
but she doesn't care at all to her health.
Because I
It's
think she thinking more about your children, you.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. She
I know
take
this
care a
feeling.
lot
Yeah, yeah,
about my daughters, but she doesn't look to her health. So I get sometimes concerned about that because I don't want to lose my wife. I really love her, and sometimes can be hard, you know.
yeah. Always the season is difficult to face. Yeah. I'm so happy because I've never needed to face a strong disease in my family. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. The same.
Yeah.
I never had this kind of
Hmm.
like a cancer or something like
Oh.
that. So I'm really grateful to that. But when mm, mm, even a small sick like
Hmm.
this, a pedra no rim or
Yeah.
something, rock, I don't know how to say that in English, but my wife always have this kind of problem, you know, pedra no rim. It's
Hmm.
common for her and for her family. So we never had this huge disease or something like this. So I'm really grateful to that. But of course, you are getting older. It's important to take care about your health and your what do you eat and doing exercise. But maybe maybe I can put this in her mind. I'm I have this hope. Rosalia, you are muted.
Sorry.
No,
I didn't
I was
see. I
thinking you
finished
are
on.
saying something.
Yeah.
All right, so I will finish our conversation on